It's a Christmas miracle. No, it's just Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. Welcome to the show. This is our weekly digest of all things independent music. It's brought to you as it is each and every week by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. If you're an independent artist and you want to release your music to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal, check out DistroKid, because for one subscription of $19.99 per year, or save yourself 7% using the code, you can release an unlimited amount of music. So make 2023 your year to get your music out there if you haven't already. Should we crack on? We got way too much music to play here for you today. I'll tell you a little bit more about the show if you're new to it in just a moment, but we need to get started. And I thought we would start with something pretty darn rockin'. This is Rain Music and their track called Chance to kick us off here in style on Your Music Live. Farewell 2022.
By shadows, trapped in the fear. Wherever I'm going, they will be near me. Like the darkness that haunts me is lightening up. I might be mistaken, but maybe they'll stop. I will be gliding through all of my days, no looking back, not even a single gaze. I fear of the danger, I fear what's to come. I won't just be walking around. When we're given a chance, we don't take it for granted. We'll be standing side by side. When we're given a chance, we don't ever take it for granted. We take them one by one, right back like the sun. I will be gliding through all of my days, no looking back, not wanting a gaze. I fear of the danger, I fear what's to come. I want to be walking. I will run. Given a chance, we don't take it for granted. We'll be standing side by side. When we're given a chance, we don't ever take it for granted. We take them one by one, right back like the sun.
If you weren't awake before, I've got a pretty good feeling you are now. Very cool stuff there. Rain Music and an epic track to get us started. What a high energy tune that is. And I'm not saying I'm intimidated by guitars with that many strings, but I'm intimidated by guitars with that many strings. I struggle with 6. I should have been a bass player, really, because I do. I struggle with 6 strings at the best of times, but that was just an awesome tune, and I thought, what a way to start us. What a way to kick off our very last show of 2022. Can you believe that we've had 52 of these suckers? We've actually had 54. We did a couple of extras, so this is the 54th show of 2022, and we'll be back with at least that many in 2023. So don't worry, we're farewelling the year, but we're not farewelling the show. And again, DistroKid, these cool folks up here, and Ray Music says, been using DistroKid for about 2 years or so, and I love it. See, all the coolest people use DistroKid because they know it is the most cost-effective, the easiest, the most efficient way to get your music out there to the world. Speaking of the world, hello to everyone who is here today. I hope you are doing well everywhere around the world. I hope you had a good holiday, regardless of what you chose to do with it or how you choose to celebrate it. And you're ready to kick on with some music. And I thought after that rock and start, we'd kick back with something a little more mellow. This one comes to us from Cord Martin, and they just say it's a little morning inspiration for us. So why don't we take a listen to this one here on Your Music Live. Yeah, welcome back to Studio Live today. Boy, do we run the gamut of styles here on this show, and I love every minute of it because you never know what you're going to get. As soon as I hit that play button, it could be an absolute epic face-melting guitar solo jam, or it just could be the smoothest, buttery saxophone you've ever heard in your life. And either way, I'm on board. Big thank you to Jim Shannon on sounds. Thank you so much for the Christmas gift. Round of applause. Thank you for everyone who's donated in the last 12 months. Many of you have through Super Chats here on the shows, through the PayPal, and it really does make a difference. Trust me, as an independent creator, this is my full-time gig. So, yeah, it does definitely help because you need diversity when you are a sole trader like I am, especially when you're relying on the music biz and the economy as it is. That's not to don't get your little violins out for me, but I just wanted to say a huge heartfelt thank you to everyone who does help make things keep ticking along around here. Hello, Raymond McGurk from Northern Ireland. Hello, Dan Ekberg, by the way. Hello, Folk and Blueser, Michael Thompson, Omni Collective Creativity, Sean Chandler, Patrick Chandler's probably hanging in the wing somewhere. Many vibes, many cool folks here today. We will chat to you. We've got plenty of time. We've got 2 hours, probably closer to 3 today, to chat here today and to listen to some awesome music. Hey, Phil Gone, happy Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, all the rest of it to you and yours. Let's continue on, and then we will we'll let you know as we go along here about what this show is all about if you're not aware of it. But we do have some Christmas tunes to mop up. We're doing that instead of our regular covers. Instead of going under the covers, you're going to go under the Christmas covers. Well, not covers. We're going to play Christmas songs, but we do that at the start of the second half in the slot where we usually play covers. We'll be mopping up some of the Christmas songs that came in a little too late for the Christmas show, but hey, it's the day after or 2 days after Christmas for most folks, so I think it's still relevant. This one comes in from Zarsvu, and they say, this song is about regret, wasted time, distance, absence. This is a live performance from my apartment just a short while after I have put the song together. It was all a natural and continuous progress. Love it. It was one of those moments where everything fits together fast. Yeah, the song was probably done in an hour, including the recording. Yeah, sometimes you don't need to sit and think and dwell on things. You just need to get them done. And it looks like that's what our artist has done here. This song is called Too Long, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
I've been alone for too long. I've known the words for this song all along. Careful step that I still take will bring me closer to the memory that just keeps coming back after me. And I'll take my time so that there's no one turning their back against mine. You know you can't be hurt when you're gone. But when your tired eyes look back on your life, you'll admit that there's nothing more wrong than the fact that you've been gone for too long. Hello again. How have you been? Yeah, I find myself just need some help, for I have lost my way once again. And I'll take my time so that there's no one turning their back against mine. You know you can't be hurt when you're gone. But when your tired eyes look back on your life, you'll admit that there's nothing more wrong than the fact that you've been gone. So when your tired eyes look back on your life, you'll admit
How nice is that one? Very cool. Sometimes all you need is a guitar and a vocal, and you can produce something pretty darn amazing. So do go and check that one out. Here's the secret. Here's the tip. If you're wondering why does Johns only play a short snippet of these songs, I play 1 to 2 minutes of each song. But the idea is that you get a little taste, and then down in the description of this very video right here on YouTube, every song is listed, all the artists and all of their links. So jump on over to the YouTubes, to the Cloud of Sounds, to the slaps.com, to wherever they're sharing them, and you can check them out over there. Hello, Capsalam, another amazing artist that we don't hear from enough. But what I say about artists like Capsalam and Kim Hardin-Hudson is that they don't produce a lot, but when they do produce, it is chef's kiss amazing. So hopefully we hear from you again, Capsalam, in 2023. Hello, Pickle. This will be my new official account, D-Lo. Pickle, market, folks, 26th or 27th of December. Pickle is now D-Lo. Put it on your calendars for the new year. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? This one comes to us from Steslix. And we're over on the Cloud of Sounds. This is a track called You, and they simply say it is a song about love. And I think we all need a little bit of loving in our lives this time of year. So let's jump on over to the Cloud of Sounds and take a listen to this one here on Your Music Live, final edition of 2022.
Do better, so what's to prove? No denying you're blinded, you cannot see the truth. But what is it for me to go lose? I'm crying while you're lying, nothing has changed from you. Go and leave you to I did so many things, it was all for you. You're my Titan razor, you don't have a clue. I'm so lost, I don't know what to do. Everything will be fine. Please don't look at me, just close your eyes. There's no point for me to go.
Very nice, smooth little poppy jam there from Stez Lixel, and a track called You, and sounding really good. And I hope you are having a good time here on Your Music Live. If you are, there's a thumbs up button down below. And don't forget, we've been saying it for over a year now, but sharing is caring, and Sharon is Karen. We do have Sharon is Karen merchandise. If you want to check out the merch, by the way, because Boxing Day sales, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas for those that don't celebrate Boxing Day. It's my favourite day of the year. There is Boxing Day sale on the merchandise. You go to studiolivetoday.com/merch. Use the code BOXING in capitals, BOXING. You can save 15% off. You can get yourself things like the Happy Hour Studio Live Today mug. You can get yourself a hoodie because it's very cold. Someone said, I hope everyone stateside is okay. You got freezing cold weather and snow and ice and all that sort of stuff. Whereas meanwhile, Jade and myself have 37 degrees, which is like 100 plus. And it's been raining all year. So all the areas in Australia have lots of foliage and lots of lovely trees and growth. And now it's 37 degrees. And if you don't know much about Australia, we have some pretty significant bushfire seasons here. So just a shout out to everyone to stay safe out there, because music is great, but making sure that you're, not on fire or not freezing means you can make more music. And we like that. All right, I thought this was a cool track to play on this particular show. It's Michael, aka Zealand Band. Yes, one of our favourite OG artists around here. So get those Zs flying, or the Zs flying in the chat. This is called The Big Leap Forward. He says, "Hi Pete, a boatload of album covers I've created over the years, serenaded by The Big Leap Forward." And we are about to go the big leap forward into 2023. We're going to roll the dice and see if this year's any better than the last three, which have been a little bit challenging. So let's take a listen to this. Michael, aka Zealand Band. The Big Leap Forward. I mean, you can't doubt how much work Michael does each and every year. And look at all those bits of artwork that he's done for all of the different tracks he's completed. I don't know if this is just 2022, but man, does he create a lot of music. An amazing artist and an even better person. He's been a long-time patron of this channel and a long-time contributor to Your Music Live and to the Studio Live Today community. So, yes, shout out to Michael, aka Zealand Band. Yeah, always super smooth and great stuff. G'day, Dwight Bailey. Hello to anyone else who's just joining us here. Don't forget that we have our Play My Fire beat. As Thomas Christ said before, the only good fire is a fire beat. So we'll have our Play My Fire beat in just a moment. But before that, I did hear this later in the show. I was going to give this artist the privilege, the honour of having the very last song, the penultimate song, in fact, the second to last song on the show. But I realised that would be almost 2 a.m. in Germany, where she is from. And I thought, let's bring it up the order. So, like in a good game of cricket, we've escalated. We're going to bring her in as the Night Watchman, which will mean something to about 10% of you out there. But coming in as the Night Watchman. PA says, it's December. Sure is. It's the last week of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with me this year and sharing your passion for music with my heart. This will be my last song, my last video and release for this year. Sorry, I didn't get the dramatic pause. My last video and release for the year. See you soon and hopefully a healthy 2022. Hugs from your PA, pronounce it, alternative. This one's called Day and Night and we're going to play it live here on Your Music Live 2022 Farewell Edition.
I put up with anything they do to me. A degree colder, can't move any longer. They say that's how life is going to be, but nobody rescued me, nobody rescued me. Still here, still broke, still silent. That's why teachers hide the truth about fighting. Waste your time, need to invade. They had their true intentions. Can't stroke, can't remain. Everything seems to be in vain. Still here, still broke, still silent. That's why teachers hide the truth about fighting. Teachers hide the truth about fighting. Purity is right under the stars. Playing dance a pain away, no matter if you fall hard in a fight.
There you go, that game, 32 card, 52 card pickup. Yeah, lots of cards being picked up there. Yeah, how good is the synth groove, the bass on that one? Amazing stuff. Hello, Alex Bacchus, who Alex and PA talking to each other in German, which I won't attempt to translate. I can barely speak English at the best of times, but fantastic stuff there from PA. Yeah, always really good on the video production. And yeah, one thing that has come to the forefront in 2020, if you're worried about AI, if you're worried about having your music taken over by robots, one thing a robot can't do is create a cool video like PA's video right there. So creating video to bring with your music and creating that human connection is something that is never going to be replaceable. So get out there, create music, create videos, do cool things. Yeah, very, very good stuff there. Cool tune from PA, pronounce it alternative. I would like to do a couple of things. What I'm going to do is we're going to do my Play My Fire beat segment here. We're going to get into it nice and early here because we've got a couple of opportunities for you to have a song played If you don't have one on the playlist, or even if you do, you can put the special code word that I'm about to give you here, and let's make it hashtag party, because this is our big farewell to 2022 party. So if you can put hashtag party, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I'm saying it like a man who has a house in the Hamptons. Oh, darling, shouldn't we get the children, Roger and Erica, and go to the Hamptons because it's Christmas time and the city is just oh so bourgeois this time of year, darling. All right, let's go hashtag party. And how this works is if you've got a song that you would like to have played here on the show, put hashtag party in there. If you are randomly selected by a random selection robot, so this is where robots do come in handy. If you're randomly selected, then all you need to do is put the name of your song, the name of your platform, and your artist name right here in the chat. You can't put links, because you know what happens when we allow links? Yeah, the prawn bots appear like that, and they start spamming with links. But if you would like to enter, just do what Kronk Song, what Thomas Christ, what Dwight Bailey, what all these folks are doing here, and put hashtag dial. Yeah, you can put hashtag party. You can put anything after it. If you're hashtag party, darling, oh please, golly gee whiz, I hope I win. All right, but while we wait for you to put that in, let's hear a track. We're going to go back over to the cloud of sounds. This one is from Unknown Bounds, and that rhymes. Cloud of sounds. Unknown Bounds. And they say, it's great to be back with another song. This time the mood is different. The song, Nebula Room, brings a happy, joyful love to the ears of the beholders. This song was made about 2 years ago. It was recently mastered last year. Hope you'll enjoy it. Pickle out. Pickle, a.k.a. Unknown Bounds, a.k.a. D-Lo. I don't care what you call them. I'm going to call them the next artist here on Your Music Live. Let's give this one a spin. Some super smooth, pickly vibes there from that one, Nebula Room, Unknown Bounds, here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff. That'll be linked down in the description, along with all of the other tracks that we play here today. Yes, sorry, I didn't explain it. For folks who haven't been around the show for a while, or who are newer to the show, I know, Alex, you have been around for a long time, but you probably haven't been watching live for a while. The Play My Fire beat, I'll give you one more song to put your hashtag in if you choose to, but if you put the hashtag party in the chat, then what happens is we do a random drawing and one name will pop up, and then you get to choose a song to play. So you can play anything from your back catalogue, you can play something new, something old. It's just an opportunity to just add a little spice, because we have the predetermined playlist, but sometimes folks come in here, and it came about because people would come in here and go, yo bruh, play my fire beat, and they'd expect to like skip the line. So I thought, you know what, we'll give people an opportunity to skip the line, but only a couple of times a show. So go ahead and do that. Fat Panda Cat, hello to you. Yeah, I kept waiting for the lyrics to come in. Be careful what you wish for. You know what happens if you say, hey, this needs some lyrics, then Pete sometimes starts singing along. Let's grab another tune, and then we will do our Play My Fire beat. This one comes from Julie John Hooley, who says, I wrote this song for encouragement. It's gonna be all right. I used GarageBand to record this song. And we are going to, if I can get the right link up here, we are going to give this one a spin right now. Julie John Hooley, and it's going to be all right here on Your Music Live.
It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Oh yes, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Oh yes, it's gonna be alright. You think you're not worth it? Oh no, God says you are. You think you're not beautiful? Oh no, God made you perfect. You think no one loves you? Oh no, God loves you.
Really nice tune, very mellow. Yeah, someone said like a 60s vibe, definitely a retro kind of vibe on that one. Nice sentiment there as well. Yeah, it's going to be all right. We're all just a work in progress. Po body's nerfed, and as I say to my children, I'm like, everything in life is just a 1 out of 10 at the end of the day. Sometimes you get 10 out of 10, sometimes you get 1 out of 10. As long as it's not a 0 out of 10, if you're on the right side of the ground, then it's going to be all right for now. Or I say the uplifting words, everything will be fine until it isn't, which is just another way of saying that. So I just took a really nice sentiment and made it all weird and creepy. That's what I do though. That's my job. That's what I consider is my job. Alrighty, let's jump on over here and give the wheel a spin, shall we? You know what we should do? We should have a little bit of "It's Gonna Be Alright" in the background here. We'll get Julie John Hooley to be singing along for us so that she can be the backing music as we spin the wheel of destiny. Good luck, everyone. We'll see who the gods of serendipity would like us to play here today. Let's spin that wheel. Who's gonna win a play on Studio Live today? It's gonna be New Reality. Leela snuck in. I saw you sneak in there at the last minute and then win. Well done. I don't know. Leela, have you ever won the Play My Fire Beat before? I'm not sure, but a worthy winner. Lou Reality, our friend Leela, who is a content creator and musician and all-round awesome person. And she has got an opportunity now to have one of her songs played here on the show. Anything from your catalogue. All you need to do, remember, no links. If you put a link in there, it'll think it's the Pronbots, and then it will tell you to bugger off. So you need to just put in your name, the name of the platform. So you'd go Lou Reality, YouTube, name of song, and we'll give it a spin. And we'll do that right after this next one. We'll give Leela some thinking time while we play this song. This one comes to us from Cam Coyle, who says this song is about being aware of your emotions and how you express yourself when you have mental health issues, which is very relevant and very appropriate this time of year. So Cam Coyle with Reactive here on Your Music Live.
be better, regulate my feelings. Before they clobber together, that's
Reactive there from Cam Coyle, a very cool tune, and I also dig the production. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of the auto-tune or the tuning or the using of the tuning on vocals, but all the time. But sometimes, as use an effect like that, it is really good and it works well. And you can tell the difference between someone who is using auto-tune to mask their inability to sing well versus someone who's using auto-tune as a deliberate tool to make a song sound even better. And I think that's the case with that one. Good job there. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for dropping on by. Hey, Crow on a Wire. Thomas Christ. My Lily Pilly's hat, I've got it on a bit too tight here, so it's kind of squeezing my head. Maybe we need a hat change throughout the show. I do have a collection. If anyone wants to send me, by the way, I do like black hats, black shirts. Many of you have sent me t-shirts. Got one from Kionra the other day, Kionra music shirt that I'm happily wearing. So I'm an XL and I've got a huge head. If anyone wants to send any merch, I am an absolutely happy to accept donations in the form of stuff, and I wear it all. As you can see, I'm always wearing hats and I'm always wearing t-shirts. So I'd love to pimp and promote your gear by wearing it here on the show. If you send it to me, just hit me up by email. You can get the address. It's pretty simple. All right, let's grab. This is our Play My Firebeat winner. It is our friend Leela Lou Reality, and it is definitely a relevant song. Leela should have submitted this, but Leela's a bit like me. She's a little humble and doesn't like to kind of big note herself. So I'm super glad she's chosen this song as the track she would like to play for us here today, because it's very relevant. It is a holiday electronica tune called Psychedelic Sleigh Ride, and we're going to listen to it live right here on Your Music Live.
Say a little percussion.
That reminds me of a couple of things which older folks can probably relate to. Number one being the old days of like Scream Tracker modules, mod files and S3M files, and the old Amiga and Atari ST, and even across to the PC tracking days. Don't know if anyone else remembers that or was around, but those sort of sounds just take me back to there. And the other thing is those recovery places that used to be really popular back in the day, where you'd go there like the day after and they'd play that kind of, it wasn't as full on as going to a club. It was more like laid back, chilled kind of vibes, but also a bit trippy, because let's be honest, most people were recovering from various things. So that's what I get from all of that, Leela. So it's all good things, all very, very retro. Made me feel old and young at the same time. Let's grab another song or two, and then I'm going to tell you about a cool little company called DistroKid. They are the sponsors of this very show, and they help you release your music. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about them in case you're brand new to the show and to releasing your own music. But another track before then. This is from Nathaniel N. Gingavo, and he says, I was having fun with some friends playing video games while coming up with the concept of this song. It's a fun, dark Halloween song. I watch your videos all the time to work on my craft, and it would mean a lot to give some insight on my song because I'm still trying to learn how to mix and how to write better. Thanks. And that's from Nate. So we're going to give this one a spin. It is called Anomaly, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
Yeah, bitch, I'm 19, I'm gonna act up, it's Halloween. No, bitch, no pressing me, I'm gonna act up anomaly. Yeah, bitch, you gotta leave, you just pulled up and made a scene. No, bitch, no testing me, I'm all unknown anomaly. I wanna know where the party at, they wanna know where Danny at. They get rude, they gonna get smacked, yeah, they take a shit, they produce an act. Get caught up in the comic crazy, wanna turn around, they saying Daisy, hit trick shot, it cannot phase me, gonna hit a clip and leave you dazing. She wanna eat my heart, she wanna play the part, eating it up with shark, we gotta put it in park. They want one like Jeffrey Dahmer, yeah, wait, hold up, I think I found her. Shivering crazy, tell a whimper, welcome next, I need the counter. I am anomaly, bitch, step out, you know it's Halloween. I am anomaly, oh yeah, bitch, you wanna follow me. I am anomaly, bitch, stop crying, they ain't no stopping me. I am anomaly, yeah. Oh yeah, but do you wanna play a game?
I like the beat. Vocals, so because you wanted feedback, vocals probably need a little bit of some processing on there, maybe a little compression and a little reverb or delay on there. Super fast, super talented to be able to hit that kind of beat. Because definitely something I couldn't do. Little creepy Halloween-y style lyrics. Yeah, nicely done. No, I dig it. Look, in terms of the putting the beat together, I would probably just balance that out a little bit more with the vocals. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. Don't forget, if you are releasing music and you're looking for more sort of feedback on your music that you're sharing, then there's a couple of places. We've got the Create, Record, Release Facebook group. If you're not 40 like me and you don't use Facebook, we've got the Discord for the cool kids. So there's links down in the description to where you can go and hang out and check out all of the ways that you can chat with other folks. Yeah. No, good stuff. I like it. I like something that's a bit different, and to me that combined a couple of different genres quite well into your track there. So good stuff. I quite liked it dry, but I know nothing. Yeah, and look, maybe it's my rock days. Maybe it's because I'm such a rock and folk and poppy kind of guy that every time I hear something dry, I'm just like, throw some reverb at it, and you're like, yeah, whatever, old man. We don't use that anymore. Good stuff. All right, let's continue on by talking about our friends DistroKid. Yeah, if you are an independent artist, if you are an artist like Nate, and you're starting to create music, and you're thinking, I want to get my music out there to the world, well, have I got a suggestion for you? It is DistroKid. As you can see here, with DistroKid, you can release an unlimited amount of music, and I've taken full advantage of that. You can see I've been using DistroKid for over 5 years. And I've released a number of EPs. I've released, last count, 5 EPs, 1 full-length album, and a veritable plethora of singles. A butt ton, a metric butt ton, which, as we've discussed, is slightly different from an imperial butt ton, but it's still pretty big. And you can release your music here as simple as hitting this upload button. And if you've been using SoundCloud or Slaps.com, which is a great option from DistroKid themselves, you think, well, that's good, but then you've got to tell people where your SoundCloud is, and you've got to create link trees, and it just all gets too hard. Whereas with DistroKid, you upload it once, and look at all the places it goes. Oh, the places you'll go. It's like a Dr. Seuss book around here. So all of the places that you can release to, obviously your big ones, your Spotify's, Apple Music's, your Facebooks and Instagrams, your Amazons, your Deezers, your Tidals, but a whole bunch that I've never heard of. So your music can get out there to all these places. It is as simple as just putting it in here. It's almost no harder than uploading to SoundCloud. But the good news is that once you upload it once, it goes out there to everywhere. It jumps out there and you get your stuff on all the different platforms. And the cool thing is that then what you can do is you can either share something like your hyperlink. So if we jump in here to my song Grown, you get your own little hyperlink here. So you can have this one little URL, and look at this. You can stick in there your bio, you can put your music video, you can put links to all of the different places that folks can find that song. And you can even have a little preview of it in here. Well, I'm playing multiple songs at the same time. How about we stop that one? There you go. So yeah, so you can put a little sample of your song in there and it just makes it super easy. But to me, the best part about DistroKid is that you don't even have to do any of that. You can just say to folks, search my name. So if I'm Thomas Christ, I don't have to say, go to this link and then go to this platform and then go and do this thing. I can just say, just search Thomas Christ on any platform and his music's going to come up. Jade Star, just search Jade Star on any platform and your music's going to come up. To me, that is the best feature of this, is that you don't have to make people jump through hoops. It is hard enough to get people to listen to your music, but I know that if I want to get my Delicate Giants on, in fact, I do. If I want to get my Delicate Giants on, all I need to do is search Delicate Giants on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music or wherever, and I'm going to find it because Russ and Gary are smart enough to release using DistroKid. So we thank DistroKid for their support. And once again, if you use that link, as Thomas is saying, you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan, which literally hundreds of you have already done. But I know that there's more folks that join the fold and that hang out with us each and every week. So I would like to put it out there again that if you're not already releasing your music, make 2023 your music releasing year. Let's crack on with some more music, shall we? Speaking of music, I like the shade of this hat, by the way, just quietly. Look how nice this is. Like Ross knows how to create good merchandise. This is the Delicate Giants cap, and I like the navy blue, a little bit different. All right, let's play this one. That's not who we've got. We're going to play this one from Park UK. Speaking of DistroKid, we're going to jump over to their free platform, slaps.com, and we're going to give this one a spin from our mate Kevin. This is going to be our slap of the week. Kevin, I reckon you've been slap of the week about 3 times in the last couple of months. But this one is called Maybe If, and about this one, Kev says, hi Pete, I decided to try a more sophisticated, more stripped back, acoustic style track. When writing this song, I sought storyline inspiration and ideas from Scottish artist Jack Vetriano. You know what? I reckon we played this before. I think I've probably made a mistake here, but I don't care because I remember this song now. Or did I? Maybe it was different. Let's just play this song. Park UK, Maybe If on Your Music Live.
Well, maybe you have the touch to melt this heart of mine. And maybe, like dynamite, a dangerous design. Holding hands by candlelight where you can be my guide. Well, maybe, just maybe, if joy is hard to find, then maybe you'll be my candle in the night. And if the warmth of your love is the charm I need tonight, when I am with you, when you are with me, tell me, always after midnight, how do you melt this heart of mine? Well, maybe in your eyes the truth is hard to find. Maybe in your arms a lie you can disguise. When I am with you, when you are with me, are you? Hold me tight, never letting go.
I've always liked everything you've created, Kevin, and this is no exception. I got confused because I think it was you that mentioned this Scottish painter before in one of your other songs that you drew inspiration from, so apologies that I got confused there. But the good thing about it being on slaps.com here is I could clearly see that I haven't listened to it before because I hadn't thrown any fire on it and I hadn't saved it into my collection. But yeah, really cool. Really nicely done there. Loved the strings and piano. I'm an absolute sucker for. I want to do some more strings and piano work myself in 2023 because it just always sounds really, really cool. Very good stuff there. Nicely done indeed. Con, hello to you. Yeah, Con normally joins us from work when we are on a Monday morning. It's a Tuesday morning, and it is a public holiday here in Australia. So shout out to all my Australian friends, Lily Pillies, Jade Star, Con. It is a public holiday here in Australia. We do get 2 days off for Christmas, and Christmas fell on a pretty cool day this year because it means you get the Monday and the Tuesday. So you get the Saturday, Sunday, you get the Saturday to prepare, the Sunday to Christmas, the Monday to Boxing Day, which is my favourite day of the year, and then today is the day after Boxing Day. I don't know what they call that. I think it's just because Christmas was on a weekend day. It's very good. G'day to you too. Thanks, Kevin. That was really good. Vocal was pure. That's a great word for it. Pure vocal there. Very good. Yeah, 4-day weekend. Who can complain about a 4-day frickin' weekend? I said frickin'. DistroKid, awesome stuff there. Rain Music, as we mentioned at the start, been using DistroKid for a long time. Thomas made a good point here, which is that with DistroKid, our sponsors of this show, you can choose where you go. So if you really don't want to be on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, or you've got specific problems, you don't want to be on Amazon, you're not a big Bezos fan, it's cool because you can just go. When I showed you that tick boxes before, you can just go ahead and choose where you want it to go. So it does make it really simple and really effective because you can just come through here and you're just like, you know what, I don't want to be on TikTok. No problem. Yeah, don't want to be on Amazon? No. Don't want to be on Instagram, Facebook? No. A lot of people choose that. They just want to be on Spotify and Apple Music. That's fine too. I mean, I wouldn't limit yourself that much, but you got the option there. And Hemchin, I only distribute with DistroKid, the best. They really are, and I know myself and many folks use DistroKid and love DistroKid. We appreciate them for their support of Your Music Live. They've been doing it for a long time, and we've got them back on board for the next year. So we'll be continuing in January 2023 with the amazing DistroKid. All right, let's play this one. This one comes to us from NK Trucks. They say, I'm in grade 9 of school, turning 14 soon and still working on GarageBand Mobile. I hope to use complex software such as FL Studio later in my life. This soundtrack was inspired by classic geniuses, Beethoven, Mozart. I like how they changed some of the music throughout the whole composition. I decided to go for an 8-bit theme for this track because it seemed to fit this style a lot. The name Gaming Till One Remaining is inspired by those Battle Royale video games where you fight until the last player remains. Yeah, making you the winner. Let's give this one a spin here. You're going to probably feel really good and then really bad because you're going to be like, this is someone in 9th grade that is creating music like this, because I know that's how I feel when I hear talented folks like this. But really, the future is in good hands, folks. Not just the AI robots, but cool folks like this creating cool music like this. Gaming Till One Remaining here on Your Music Live. Right up my alley. I mean, I'm shooting fish in a barrel at this point because I love myself some chiptune. I love myself some retro 8-bit gaming, and that one just worked really well. And dig it. Dig it big time. Good job there. Go and check that one out, and all the other talented artists. But yeah, like you worry about when people are 14 and 15 and they're creating this sort of music. It is amazing, and it just it warms my cockles because it means that we are safe for the future. We've got a lot of great creators that are going to keep creating wonderful music and keep these wonderful communities alive of independent creators, because it is a super important place. And I think I've mentioned it before. I'm super biased, I know, but I really don't bother listening to your traditional music these days. I listen to your music, and I do it live. No, I listen to independent music because it is just the way to be. And speaking of independent music and the way to be, this next track is an absolute cracking tune. It is from an artist called Unethical, and they say, "My brother passed away almost 2 years ago, and it's been really hard on me and the family. My way of coping is music, so I decided to write a song dedicated to my brother. I recorded the music with just my iPhone, and I used Logic Pro to record and I used Logic Pro to record the music. So maybe the video was with the iPhone, but I don't have a studio, so I recorded everything in GarageBand with a blanket. Oh, heads up, who's used the blanket to try and get the sound booth? Yeah, totally. I hope you consider this to be featured on Your Music Live. It would mean the world to me." Well, not only have I considered it, we're going to play it, and we're going to play it right now. It is Legacy, Unethical featuring Q here on Your Music Live.
Don't let nobody tell you different. Criminally on the streets, you were never begging. If we needed something, you would go out and get it. And when I was down, you would tell me how to fix it. Cause being sad is not a life worth living. You taught me how to be a man, and you gave me your reason. You taught me lessons in my life I didn't know that I needed. And I'm so fortunate I had the chance to call you my brother. You did the best that you could with what you were given, but you were misunderstood by the stance of your mission. You did things for your family no one knows about. And when dad stepped out, you were man of the house. You had to do a lot of things no one ever should. At the age of 18 in our neighborhood, steady making money the only way that you could. No one will forget you, when you know I never would.
I feel your pain, it's okay. Don't be ashamed. I know you're numb, but you're loved. I miss you every day. I feel alone 'cause you're gone, but you're not to blame. You're far from home, and this world in a better place. Yeah.
I remember those days hanging out at the
Unethical, super cool tune there. Yeah, hits you in the feels, doesn't it, with that sort of thing? And I loved the introduction on that one. That, yeah, music is the healer, isn't it? It's what a lot of us use, and I've always said this, and I'll continue to say it. The music, when you are in the doldrums, when you're deep, deep down, it can kind of pull you out and get you somewhere near normal. And then when you're feeling okay, it can make you feel good. When you're feeling good, it can make you feel great. And when you're great, it can take you into those flights of ecstasy sometimes, good natural highs. Not like those opioid ones, which are not fun. Not from what I've heard, anyway. Hence the crisis in many parts of the world. That got heavy, but no, the very, very cool stuff. Very powerful, as Thomas Christ says. Powerful tune, and that was fire. Hey, Yvette Griggs, hope you're doing well. Yes, super fire tune there from Unethical. Thanks for sharing. Don't forget, I've done all the hard work for you. So if you want to go back, if you're like, hey, those last couple of tunes were absolute fire, I want to go and check them out, please do so. Go down to the description, because here on YouTube, I've put all of them there for you. I've done the work. I was up till midnight last night. I was watching the cricket till midnight last night. But in the background, while watching the cricket, I was getting all these songs prepared and putting the links in the description so that you can jump in and take a listen. All right, let's grab this next one. This is from Patrick Clements, who we've heard from quite a few times throughout 2022, and I'm just getting it queued up on over here. YouTube likes to autoplay things, and I don't like that. He says, "Hi Pete, this time I'm singing on one of my songs. Ouch! I hope I don't sing too wrong, and that the YML audience won't blame me too much. Of course not. This is one of the most caring music communities in the world. Thank you for being there and allowing many musicians to listen to each other's compositions. You're very welcome, my friend. Let's take a listen to this one. It's called Pick Up the Phone. Patrick Clements, Your Music Live.
Baby, pick up the phone. I wanna hear your voice. I know my chance is gone, but I have no other choice.
I love it. I love the vocals in there, Patrick. You had nothing to worry about. I know that because here's the thing. I've said this a bunch of times and I knew this. I hadn't actually listened to that past the intro, so I hadn't heard Patrick's vocals on that one. But the thing is, whenever, this is like 100% accuracy, but whenever anyone has sent me something and they're like, oh, sorry about the vocals, I had to go with this one and I hope it's all right, it's going to be absolutely awesome. You know the times when it's not awesome? Hey, bruh, play my fire beat. This is my jam. My vocals on this are fire. You're going to love this one. And then it's like, I'm feeling happy. So yeah, it's always been proven that the more humble the text in the submission, I can almost gauge the quality by how humble the person is when they're sending me their link. And as soon as it's yo, I'm a fire, I'm going to be the next big thing. You're going to watch me and you're all going to suffer and be left in my tracks, bruh. I'm like, yeah, you're going places. Yeah. All right, let's get into our next tune. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with confidence. There's nothing wrong with knowing you're good. There's just this thing called the American Idol effect where people tell you that you're good because they're being nice to you, and then you think you're better than you are, and then it all goes downhill from there. So just have a little bit of humility, a little bit of humbleness. It goes a long way. All right, let's grab our next tune. This is from Dream States. They say, built the song up around one of the excellent sound packs in GarageBand. Immediately came up with a title that fits the dark mood of this tune. It's called Something's Gone Awry. And we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live. States, bringing together some very cool sounds. Yeah, this is where GarageBand really comes into its own, isn't it? Where you bring in those cool synth sounds, those Alchemy synth sounds and the sound packs, and create something really cool. Simple, but really effective. Again, you don't need all the tracks, you don't need all the bells and whistles sometimes. You can just put some cool stuff together. Yeah, the squelchy bass sounds like it took forever to build. But yeah, the sound packs are indeed great. Nice use of GarageBand. Very sci-fi. Yeah, my kind of sound. If you've got Thomas Christ and you've got Russ8889 tuning in and listening closely, you're doing good things. So great job there from Dream State. Something's gone wrong. I'm not subscribed to Dream States. I should do that. I do enjoy their work, and I love seeing a little bit of GarageBand in the background. It's always cool. We have about 4 songs to play in the first half here, and then we've got another big second half. Don't forget, we've got our little Christmas cleanup in aisle 3, straight after the toilet break. And then we've got a bunch more cool original tunes to put a nice little bow on 2022. But don't forget, you can already start submitting your songs for 2023. Use the link down in the description. Or we got cool little QR codes, don't forget. So up here, you can submit your songs. So just take a snapshot and in your Photos app, you can tap that and it'll take you there. Or here, if you want to check out DistroKid, our super awesome, amazing sponsors of the show. Let's play our next tune, shall we? This one comes to us from Kai Win. They say, Dedicated to You is a song written back in 2011, which was romantically driven as an introverted medical student fantasizing about an unrequited love. Years after, along with the completion of medical school and working as a medical practitioner, finally had the time to really work on these songs that was written from a teenager era. I was referred by Manny from the Lily Pillies to submit my songs here. Manny, you are just bringing some cool people to this community. Con emailed me yesterday and said it was Manny that introduced him from the Lily Pillies, from these folks here. Look how nice Manny is. He sends me a Lily Pillies hat. So Manny is bringing some really cool people to this community. So let's give this one a spin. It is K-Win and Dedicated to You on Your Music Live.
Sun shining on me, it tells me to breathe. I haven't built the courage to say that word to you. You know that I'm introverted, sometimes think that I'm perverted. While I wrote you a song, hope you know my feelings for you. I miss you, I want you, that's what I'll do. To the east, to the west, I'll go for you. All I need, all I hope is you by my side. Oh, how I wish that I'm with you. Oh, I just wanna be with you. Staring at me, it's so hard to believe. Time passes so quick and I haven't said I love you. You know that I'm introverted, sometimes think that I'm perverted. So I wrote you the song, hope you know we should know my affection's for you. I need you, I love you, that's what I
Kay Wynn with an amazing tune there. Great song indeed. And yeah, amazing story, amazing backstory. And thank you so much to Maddie. I'm hitting the subscribe button on that one. I'm giving that one a like. Great job there. And yeah, amazing. That's what you get in this sort of community. You get all sorts of types, and yeah, as someone that is doing amazing work as a doctor, and then also creating great music. And shout out to my introverts out there. It's not always an easy path for us, but we continue pushing on. And don't mistake introversion for shyness and for not wanting to put ourselves out there. We do. We just need to relax afterwards. We need to get our energy back, which I needed to do yesterday. You know how I mentioned earlier in the day that Boxing Day is my favourite day of the year? Yeah, it's because Christmas is pretty full on for many folks, and especially if you're introverted, being around a lot of people and having a lot going on over a couple of days, yeah, you need to recharge those batteries. But great job there from Kay at Wynn. I know you're going to want to jump down and check all that out. Yeah, look, a lot of the songs that you hear here, you're going to hear on other shows as well. Do check out Thomas Christ and You Rock, Rock and Ronnie Ward. You got the Metalhead Hippie. You got people I'm forgetting about, I'm sure. There's lots of cool folks out there sharing music. It is not a competition. It is just meaning that there's more places we can go, and some people will do things differently, and that's okay. That's cool. And yeah, what is it? The high tide rises all ships. So you don't have to worry about like, oh no, I'm dedicated to your music live. I'll never share a song elsewhere. Of course you can. Don't be ridiculous. We're not here to compete. We are here to create. There you go. There's a new slogan. We're not here to compete. We're here to create. Can we go tell all the stupid BS reality shows that we're not here to compete, we're here to create? Australian Idol, American Idol, Someone's Got Talent, The Voice, The Blind Voice, The Spin Around in Your Chair Voice. I don't know. I don't watch them. What I do watch is videos from Claret Lake, like this next one, who they say, "Hi Pete, I asked Andy, songwriter, to describe what this song is about, and his reply was, this is a song about the power of love, even over medical science. We've all been there." So there you have it. All the best, mate, from Cy and Andy are characters. Let's take a listen to this one, Claret Lake, and their song, Meds, on Your Music Live.
My head will not stop spinning, pulse quickens all the time. Can't sleep at night, but I'm okay when your body's next to mine. Both ears blocked, my eyes are blurred, optical impairment. All at sea, but I'm okay. Your body's heaven sent. Don't need no nurse or doctor, no surgery will do. All I need to see me through is a repeat prescription of you. My heart will not stop pounding, blood pressure's through the roof in a daze, but I'm okay. Your body is so foolproof. My mouth bone dry, my nose is wet, olfactory distress, fever gripped, but I'm alright when your body's in caress. Don't need no nurse or doctor, no stitches or no screws. All I need for recovery is a repeat prescription of you.
A repeat prescription of you. I love it. Yeah, someone was saying Claret Lake have the best, coolest lyrics, and I believe someone was asking, are they Aussies? I believe Claret Lake are out of the UK, but the lads can correct me on that one if I am wrong. But very cool music from the wonderful Claret Lake. Unethical joining us here, who we played their track just a few tracks ago, and said that someone's already been over. This is what I love about this community. Someone's watching and they've already been over there to leave a comment on the video that we played 5 songs ago, which is super cool. It's amazing when you see that sort of thing. There it is. And look, I'll call him out here because it's the wonderful Mr. Smith who saw this on Pete John's YML show. You should check out. Yeah, there you go. So it is cool that we have the crossover of communities and things, and people listen to music, and then our friends Unethical, they'll find this show, and then they'll share it with other folks, and then maybe other musicians will say, "Oh, that's cool. I want to go on that show too," and then they submit songs, and that's why 3 years later we're still able to do this show, because there is no shortage of amazing artists out there, and there's no shortage of fresh music for us to play right here on Your Music Live, including this next track from Mr. Frank Turzo. And Frank sent me a lovely email because I sent out a little mailer yesterday to all the folks, to most of the folks who have been on Your Music Live in 2022. There's been more than 700. I could only send it out to 500 because Gmail only allows me to send to 500. So I sent it out to the oldest 500, so the people that were in January through to about October, and Frank happened to be one of them. And I said to Frank, I sent to Frank and all the folks, I'm like, thanks so much for your contribution this year. We're doing the last show tomorrow. Hope you can tune in. And Frank replied saying, it's funny because he was the first on Your Music Live number 83, which was the first show of this year. And now he's on the last show of the year. So it's all very poetic, I think, to go the full circle with Frank in the year. And hopefully, I'm sure, in fact, Frank will be back with more music in 2023. But for now, let's grab this one. Frank says, a special thanks to SWA, which is not a wrestling federation, as I often think. It is Songwriters Anonymous. This is track 8 of 10 of my up-and-coming album called Made in 64. And we're going to give it a spin. Frank Turzo here on Your Music Live hums The Mockingbird.
Captivated by the qualities, she walks into a plush boutique, just like a mockingbird. She hums, she hums. She hears a song on the radio, sees all possibilities, grabs the gear, she starts to play, and just like the mockingbird, she hums. She hums. Hums like the mockingbird. Hums like the mockingbird. Hums like the mockingbird. Hums like the mockingbird, she hums. She hums. Love child from a broken home. A hard life.
Very cool stuff there. Yeah, steel guitar or banjo, there's definitely something going on there. Frank Turzo bringing the awesome with that tune there. Hum The Mockingbird here on Your Music Live. Who was doing the backing vocals there, Frank? Sounded amazing. Obviously, your vocals are great. You know I think that. But great backing vocals on that one too. An all-round awesome track there. A lovely song from Frank indeed. And it does go to show you that you don't need all the bells and whistles. Simple is often better. I think sometimes we get carried away and we think that we have to go and put all these complicated changes and chords and instrumentation. Sometimes some solid vocals, some solid rhythm, and a nice guitar sound, and you're golden. You're doing well. My stepdaughter, very cool. Nicely done, Frank. It's great when you got some talent around the family that you can bring into the fold and help you with your track. So amazing stuff there. She's definitely a talented singer from what I heard there. All right, let's grab out the last song of the first half. Yeah, I know, it's not. We've got another whole hour plus to go here today. If you have submitted a song and you're not being played today, don't stress. I had to grab the list pretty early because, again, it's sort of the holiday time, so I was hanging out with the family yesterday. So if you submitted a song and it's not been included, we're going to be back. We're not going anywhere. 2023 is going to be just as big. So you can join us for more Your Music Live. And if you're on the backlog, we'll get to you. We'll get there. All right. Let's grab the last one of the first half. This one is King of Rockets, K-O-R. They say, hi, Pete. I know I said I was taking a creative break, but this song just didn't want to wait till next year. Thanks for listening, my friends. See you in 2023. So this is The Ghost of You by K-O-R, King of Rockets, here on Your Music Live.
Even though you're so close, you're making me uneasy. I don't understand. It's like I'm looking at the ghost of you. Steam is rising from my cup. The TV's way too loud. This book is boring me. I'm going outside. I've had enough of these four walls. I know.
How good is that? I know you don't want me to turn it down, but if I don't turn down songs eventually, we'd be here for 4 or 5 hours, and I'll leave that to Thomas Christ and the Metalhead Hippie. But great stuff there from King of Rockets. Just amazing video production, amazing sounds. They're just the cleanliness of that bass and guitar and the video production there. Yeah, epic is definitely the right word for it, Thomas Christ. Yes, fire. Fire indeed. That was a fire beat. That is the end of our first half of the show here. So coming up in the second half, you probably don't want to go anywhere because coming up in the second half, we've got some Christmas cleanup to do. Yeah, clean up on aisle Christmas because some of your Christmas songs were not quite submitted in time for the cutoff for last week's Christmas show. So we're going to have a little Christmas hangover. Is that a nice word for it? Maybe we won't call it that. We've also got a whole bunch more cool independent and original tunes. We've got another Play My Fire beat thanks to DistroKid, and we do the whole show thanks to our wonderful friends at DistroKid. If you want to save yourself 7% on your first year on any DistroKid plan, just jump up into the link right there, that QR code, or go down in the description and you'll be good to go. It is time for our patented toilet break here on Your Music Live. And Toilet Break's really not complete unless it involves Jade Starr in some way. So I've picked, for the Toilet Break and for the final song, I've picked a couple of special tunes that kind of highlights of 2022 for me in particular. And this one is a Songtember song from Jade Starr's creative outlet known as Metheist. It is called Hunger, and it is about the food crisis currently hitting the world, which is a serious thing because so many of us over Christmas probably stuffed our faces and were in food comas because we had so much food, while some folks do not have enough to eat on a daily basis. And look, it's just a reality of life, and do what you can to help people out. If you can, support local charities and support food banks and do everything you can in your area. You can't solve the world's problems, but you can contribute and do good things in the world. Anyway, I say all that to say that I thought this song is an absolutely amazing tune, and it is from my favourite of Jade Starr's projects called Metheist. It is called Hunger. It is our toilet break. I'll see you on the second half, folks. Hunger from Metheist there. And don't forget, if you missed it, if you're newer to the community, you can jump back and check out everything that happened to do with that track, because it was a Songtember track. And if you're even more new to the community and you don't know what Songtember's all about, that's our yearly Song in a Month challenge that we do around here. So I know many folks participated in that this year, and thank you to everyone who did. It was a jolly good time as per usual. I created a song called Grown about being a grown-ass man, and Jade created that masterpiece, which, as Thomas Christ said, is absolutely killer. It's killer, mate. It's sweet. It's sick. Yeah, good stuff there from Jade Starr, aka Metheist. We have a big second half, and we're going to crack straight on in with our first Christmas cleanup on Isle Christmas tune. And this one comes to us from Kevin Green, who says, a beautiful melody that lends itself to tons of variations. I thought I'd jazz it up a bit. So this is Kevin Green and his family from a release called More Christmas Songs, and this is Good King Wenceslas, which is not something you want someone with a lisp to say several times. So let's take a listen to Good King Wenceslas, Kevin Green and family. Your Music Live.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen. Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon at night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came inside, gathering winter fuel. The page and stand by me, if I know it, tell lean yonder peasant, who is he, where and what his dwelling? He lives a goodly hence, underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes Fountain.
Love the intonation there, love the harmonies, love the swinging jazzy vibe of that one. Awesome stuff there from Kevin Green and his family. More Christmas songs there. And do you know how I know this is quality? Because look at that. That's the mark of quality. Provided to YouTube by DistroKid. So you know what that means? You can say, hey, Nerzelblurt, name of your thing of choice, play Kevin Green and his family More Christmas songs on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music. And because DistroKid put you out everywhere, you can do it. That's a practical example of why you need to release your music with show sponsor and amazing people, DistroKid. Let's grab our next tune. This one comes to us from Des Sherwood. And Des says, written 15 years ago, re-recorded recently in Cakewalk. It's about a cardboard box. And it's from Des Sherwood Guitar Tuition. And yeah, he says a cardboard box Christmas single. And we're going to play it. It's only a minute, so we're going to play the whole gosh darn thing. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
Cardboard boxes, my most favouriteest thing in the whole world. Cardboard box, cardboard box, cardboard box, lovely cardboard box, cardboard box, cardboard box, cardboard box, lovely cardboard box. It's made out of cardboard, it's made out of cardboard box, cardboard box, cardboard box, lovely cardboard box, cardboard box, cardboard box, cardboard box, lovely cardboard box. Lovely cardboard box. I know.
I know.
Yes.
Yes.
So nice.
So nice.
Good. Woohoo. Lovely.
Oh, lovely cardboard box. Love this cardboard box song. Very cool stuff there, Des. Look, it's Des Sherwood Guitar Tuition. So sounds like Des does a lot more than just his character bloke there. But don't be a stranger, Des, because that is right up our alley. That definitely hits the sense of humour and the funny bones of this community. Because we love things that are a bit random and a bit just out there, and that was definitely those. The Yellow Sponge is up next. It was made on BandLab. It was written on a notepad. I love it. I love the minimalist. It was made in BandLab. It was written on a notepad. It is music. Let's play it. It is called The Highest in the Globe Pack. The Yellow Sponge here on Your Music Live, and their track In the Notch.
You? Whoa, hop on the beat and I hop on the beat. When I was angry, I was angry. Now them emotions for relaxation like Dan. Yo, wow. Songwriter, BandLab beat collector, whoa. Spit bars, I spit bars when I'm spitting flows, whoa. When I try, stuff don't ever all low, whoa. Yeah, I'm in the notch, the lad in the notch. Spit bars and rap where I spit some bars. I spit completely of this smashing for what? It's Hillary's when you homies imagine it was luck. I cannot offer you a permit if you play with my cash and family and companions. And I compete with me while you homies competing with trends. These homies be lacking, yeah, and they be tripping. I recognize the home see, knows and pretending with them. Still in the notch, a lad in the notch. Spit bars and rap where I spit some bars. I spit.
And I'm rapping on this incredible, fantastic, great rap song. SpongeBob raps and he could probably break a record. Spit some flows, authentic with the bob down. Calculating up wins on wins on wings. For each of my dogs I lost. I might freeze Eugene, steal a Krabby Patty. Eugene got the safe. Oh, I remember when I got arrested by the cops for that back in the day. Spitting some flows. I killed the beat. I trapped up a make with a verse. I might buy an outfit for SpongeBob.
I don't even know, but I love it. Oh, yes, the Yellow Sponge. It makes sense when you hear the voice and you're like, very cool stuff there. I love it when something that because the thing is, if you just understand something first time you hear it, you're not going to really have that level of intrigue to go back and listen again. Whereas that one, I'll definitely be going back and listening to again and again to try and work out what the heck is going on. Speaking of wondering what the heck is going on, did you know that it's summer here in Australia? Yeah. You know what we're doing here in summer in Australia? We cough. No, we don't really do that, but you didn't need to hear me cough. What we do here in summer in Australia is we go in the backyard, we drink beer, and we play cricket, because that's our national summer sport. And a mate of ours, Mr. Darren Anderson, says, hey Pete, in GarageBand and Master with Final Touch, a song about backyard cricket and all the fun we have playing here in Australia at Christmas time. Marvellous. Yes, indeed. It really is a marvellous effort by... I should do my Richie. I don't do a very good Richie, but it's like... yes, coming up next here on Your Music Live, we've got a marvellous song from a marvellous young man named Darren Anderson. So, yes, I'm sure he will take 2 for 22 in this video. It is Backyard Cricket Song, the Red Motor Project, here on Your Music Live.
What do you say, Darren? I'll give him a ring. Dazza! Oi, what are you doing? Oh, not much. Just at work. We're here waiting for you, mate. You're opening the bowling. Alright then, won't be long. What's he doing? He's getting a run up. Hang on. Oh, what? Bloody flies, mate.
Oh, you.
Backyard cricket, know your pitch. See how many sixes you can hit. Drink some beers and some coke. It's tipsy run, trying to choke. Warnie's flipper, what a catch. Over the fence is out. How's that? Backyard cricket. Backyard cricket. Backyard cricket. Backyard cricket. Backyard cricket. Rebounds off the roof around. How's that? Fire up the barbie, we'll have some snags. Tomato sauce on bread, that'll be rad. Kids are on the soft drink, I'm on the grog. Better get another innings in before the storm. Ball's not swinging that much anymore. Better get some more electrical tape for the ball. Backyard cricket. How's that? Backyard cricket. Oh, what a catch. Backyard cricket. Oh, clean as a whistle. Backyard cricket. He's got him. Backyard cricket. 2 for 22. Backyard cricket.
Oh, there you go. That's drinks indeed. I had to play the full intro there because there's nothing quite like that. The run up there, I loved the little comedy elements in there. Stopping at the pub too on the way through, just awesome stuff. Well done there to Darren Anderson, aka the Red Motor Project, bringing the awesome and teaching you a few things about summer in Australia. Snags are sausages. What grog is alcohol, and cricket is awesome. That's all I got to say about that. Let's grab our next tune here. We're going over to the Facebooks, which we don't do very often, but it's Fred Stefan, and he says, this may not follow with most of your stuff, multi-tracking and all, just a simple short arrangement of a Christmas carol recorded on a Telecaster through a clean vocal channel in GarageBand, iOS, iPhone. Well, you know we love our GarageBand iOS, and you know we love folks creating music. So let's give this one a little spin here. Fred Stefan on Your Music Live. Stuff there, very Jeff Buckley from what was it was the Hallelujah, wasn't he? Where he had a telly and he was just playing just with an amazing clean tone and just that style of guitar work. I cannot do it, which means I love it even more because it takes a lot of talent to do that sort of multifaceted finger picking style on electric with just getting the tone sounding just like that. Amazing. Yes, nice Christmas pickin' for the win there. Good stuff indeed from our friend Fred Steffen. Let's continue on. Mr. Steve Tosh is up next. He says, so this song was written and recorded on cassette in the 80s using an old tape-to-tape technique. Wow. The vocals were in one channel, so I was able to extract them and recorded new instrumentals around them. Still sounds a bit naff, but it was fun to do. Happy Christmas. So we're going to jump on over and grab this one, a conglomeration of across a few decades here from Steve Tosh. This one is It's Christmas Time here on Your Music Live.
Sending Christmas cards to friends. Merry Christmas, hope you're well. And a Happy New Year too. Do you know I'm missing you? Carol singers sing out loud, singing hymns that we all love. They look so cold out in the snow, but they still put on their show. Raise your drinks up in the air. Everybody's feeling fine. People happy as can be, because it's Christmas time. Presents wrapped up carefully, and they're underneath the tree. Kids are trying to open them to see what they can be. Raise your drinks up in the air.
I love it. Really good, Steve, to be able to recapture those vocals from like one track. Yeah, if you're not sure what he was talking about there, when you used to record on multi-track or two-track or four-track, the way that works is it kind of uses both sides of the tape, or sometimes it uses the left and the right channels for different things. So if you just kind of pan something all the way to one side, you could extract just one of the tracks. So if it's vocals and guitar together, you can pull just the vocals separately. So very cool stuff there. Great to see that you've been able to bring that together and share it with us here at Christmas time. We're going to move on because we're like an hour 45 in here, and we got a bunch more tunes to get to here today to finish off the year. So why don't we grab this next one here from Yvette Griggs. Hello, Yvette. She says, "Hi, Pete. Here's my cover of a holiday classic, War Is Over, by John Lennon. Really enjoyed putting my own twist. Had a lot of fun with it. Merry Christmas and God bless you and everyone at YML. P.S. You know the drill. Let's drop some snowflake emojis in the chat, mate." Well, since you've used the word mate, then we're going to abide by that. So if you can find your snowflake emoji, Yvette would love to see them in the chat here. So this is Yvette Griggs, War Is Over, John Lennon cover. Your Music Live.
This is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, for rich and the poor ones. This world is so wrong, and so happy Christmas, for black and for white, for yellow and red and white. Let's stop all us in a happy new year. Let's hope it's a good one.
Very good. Better voice than Yoko. Is that a compliment? Good stuff there. Agree. Lovely arrangement. Really nicely done. And very, very good tone in there. Perfectly done. And Yvette, you're creating better and better music all the time. We've heard some covers from Yvette, some original music throughout the year, and it's been great. So I'm sure we'll be hearing much more from Yvette in 2023, just like the rest of you fine folks sharing your music here on Your Music Live. Got a few more Chrissy tunes. By the way, yeah, Australians shorten everything, including Christmas. Christmas is Chrissy, so you get your Chrissy presents, sing some Chrissy carols, have a few Chrissy beers, and then pass out in your Chrissy chair and have a Chrissy nap. Let's play another Chrissy song. This is from a little bit of a change up. There couldn't be a more diverse change here, but we're going to go back to Germany and check out Weltenkinder, who says it's getting a sort of competition for me to create also Christmas songs for Christmas haters. As I was younger, I was also in billiard bars and drink B-52s at Christmas Eve. But as humanity, we actually need more holidays for peace in the world, I think, by now. Okay, I got you. I think I was with you there. Maybe you were drinking some B-52s as you were writing that description. No, I'm just kidding, Weltenkinder. Very cool stuff there. But yeah, look, not everyone loves Christmas and not everyone has to. That's the beautiful part. Whenever anyone puts a comment on one of my videos saying, I don't like this, I'm like, isn't it great that we have the freedom to like and dislike whatever we want? I mean, whether you need to tell or whether you could just keep it to yourself, that's another thing entirely. But let's play this song here from Weltenkinder. It is called Fatal Santa. We're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
The winter is deadly, it bites to the bone. And you have been naughty, and now you're alone. Faster than a bullet, terrifying Santa. Enraged with his white mullet, he makes a dance there. That's right, Santa Claus, here comes your worst nightmare. Making a list and checking it twice. So let's find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees when you're sleeping and he knows when you have been bad. He knows when you're dreaming and he can drive you mad. From the woods he's coming, he'll find
Santa Claus is going to come and find you and apparently cut you down with a flaming chainsaw. That's what I've heard, and that's probably what's happening. Help, Santa! Mommy, Santa's not acting the way I thought he would. Yeah, we run the gamut, don't we? There's some very diverse Christmas tunes in this little bracket. We've gone from ah to ah to ah to ah. They're all variations of each other. Marcus Cannell. We did try to play Marcus's Christmas song last week, but I had the wrong link or something went wrong. Anyway, Marcus has sent it in again. He says, we try this again. Last time there were some syntax errors. So this short tune was made on iPhone during a lunch break at work. So not much really, but I felt I had to make a Christmas tune. So this is Christmas 2022. Marcus Cannell, Your Music Live. Marcus Cannell, he's the king of that cool melodic instrumental metal, but it's very clear that Marcus also has a lot of talent for just overall composition and music construction because, when you can just grab your iPhone and create that in a lunch break, you know that you've got some talent there. So great job there from Mr. Marcus Cannell. Thank you for sharing. We got ourselves 2 more Christmas songs. Then we are going to do a Play My Fire Beat, and then we've got some cool original tunes to finish us up here. So let's grab this one. This is from Lost Poet, and it's a short little tune. They say it's a song about being alone over Christmas. Lost Poet, Alone Again, Your Music Live.
Yo, my love song, Christmas. She said happy Christmas, a week later she ruined my new year. What's it like to live in fear? And that question goes to number 1. But tonight's till I've gone off the rails, overboard a boat that salty sailed. This broken heart has cost me 32 years of tears. Tonight, Matthew, I wanna be someone I'm not, someone who's got something to look forward to. Do you feel socially awkward to buy enough more than you can chew? When you go out, aren't we constant dads and a paranoid frown of a man pretending he isn't down and out? These words just flow my mouth and off the top of my head. Baby, when every word of advice she's said has gone through one ear and out the other, my auntie may as well be my brother for what your words of wisdom matter. Only rose with a cloud to shoot Santa and trespassers. My life is on casters with my heart on light support. Where ... is more, so just another messy divorce. You don't need to decode my pain when it's already plain to see I'm making outside in the pouring rain. Alone again, alone again, alone again, alone again, alone again, alone again.
How cool is that? Just short and to the point and just boom. Alone Again. Yeah, again, we've shown both sides of the Christmas time here. Sounds like Eminem in disguise. Yeah, a little Eminem vibe there. Also a little bit of Streets, bit of Mark Skinner vibe in there as well. Very cool stuff. As Mark Bro was talking about, a lot of folks who've worked in retail don't mind the Christmas songs, but hate the real original traditional Christmas songs because, they're played on repeat. If you work in a Kmart or a McDonald's or a more your retail stores, so I guess a Walmart in America, man, it must just be like insane how much you have to listen to the same Christmas song again and again and again. My sympathies to you because it's not cool. All right. Last Christmas song comes into us from Middle Suburbia, who say, here's my end of year Christmas jam. I like it. Simple. And it is called I Wish It Was Christmas Today, which I don't, but you do, you boo. Let's give this one a spin. I Wish It Was Christmas Today from Middle Suburbia, our final Christmas song here on Your Music Live. Bye-bye 2022.
Your mama says Christmas time is near. I don't care what your daddy says, Christmas time is dear. And all I know is Santa's sleigh is making its way to the USA. I wish it was Christmas today. I wish it was Christmas today. Says Christmas is full of cheer. I don't care if you think it's a lie, Christmas will soon be here. I don't care about anything except hearing those
Definitely a Ramones vibe there, Con. Very punky tune. That was a nice high energy way to take us out of Christmas. So that is officially, you can wrap a bow around Christmas because that is it for 2022. We move into the new year. Are there many New Year songs? Are we just going to get like 20 covers of Old Lang Synes? Actually, I heard a really cool punky version. Who did the punky version? Someone might know in the chat. There was a really cool kind of punk version of Old Lang. Should all the wages be forgotten? Someone like the Ramones or someone like that. But yeah. Yes. Adios, Christmas. We'll see you next year. I'm off to the supermarket to buy some hot cross buns because you know it. You know that's happening. No, wait. They're going to hit us with Valentine's Day first, aren't they? So yeah, we've got 6 weeks till Valentine's Day. So all the shops are going to be filled with love hearts and chocolates and flowers. Sorry. I'm not actually anti anything. Like you do you, but what I am a little bit peeved with is the ultra commercialization of made up holidays, of which you could argue Christmas is not, but Valentine's Day most certainly is. All of them were really good. Yeah, look, we should do that. We should do the Old Lang Syne challenge and see how many people can create Old Lang Syne covers. Maybe we'll do that over on the channel. Old Lang Syne and GarageBand. Just get the MIDI. Let's just get the MIDI version of it and speed it up to 2x and throw a guitar on there instead of a piano, and we're done. Sorted. That's all you do, isn't it? To do a cover? Ingo? Black covers? Is that all you do to do a cover? An orchestral cover? You just grab the MIDI file and import it and just change a few instruments? I reckon I could do that. No, Ingo is super talented and does amazing arrangements, orchestral covers over there on his channel. Let's jump in. We've got 9 songs. Count them, 9 times. 9 songs to go here. Going to play this one from our mate Cold Acre, and then we're going to do another Play My Fire beat, the final Play My Fire beat of 2022. So hang around for that one. This one from Cold Acre says, this song was written in 2007. It's only taken 15 years to get it down to tape, so to speak. Recorded in Logic, all vocals and instruments done by myself. It's nice to have this one finally done. And it's a very cool tune. Cold Acre sent this one to me, and I'm like, this better be on the list for Your Music Live, mate. And he's like, oh, okay. And he put it on through. So this is a rockin' tune. It's called Someone Else. Cold Acre here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from our man Cold Acre. Yeah, someone mentioned Radiohead. Definitely Radiohead vibes there. Yeah, Cold Acre is like Tom York, but with less of a wanker. Less of. Great stuff there from Cold Acre. Very cool. And I love the chord progression on that one. Yeah, there's a change there that is unexpected but delicious. It's a bit like when you find that that extra fry that's covered in salt at the bottom of your Macca's bag. That chord change was exactly like that. Unexpected, but delicious. Yes, Cold Acre is indeed a class musician. Can run rings around Tom York on guitar, just quietly. Good stuff. We are going to continue on here. In fact, no, we're not, because before we do that, what did I do? I promised that we would do a Play My Fire beat, and that is exactly what we're going to do. You have a chance to have your last Play My Fire beat. So we're going to go old school, we're going to go original, we're going to go #fire, because that's what we started with way back towards the start of the year when we did this segment for the first time. If you're new to the show or you don't know what's going on here, if you put #fire in the chat of this live stream, don't put it in the comments below, that ain't going to work. The show will be over. But if you're watching here live, #fire, just as Con has done here, and what you can do is enter, and if it spins up and it gives us your name, all you need to do is tell us the artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of the track, and we will spin your track live here on the show, just like Psycho 7 and Gregory Sullivan and Black Covers and Omni Collective Creativity, Thomas Christ, Doorways into Music, Dan Meckberg. Yeah, no capitals, but I don't think it matters. I think you can go capitals. I think it works fine. And you can put in as many entries as you like. It'll put one in. We've had people come in the past and they'll just be like, #fire, fire, 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 fire. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're the reason we started this, aren't you? The people that want to try and game the system. No, there will be no gaming. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. But it's a kind dictatorship. It's more like a socialist regime where everyone's just happily going about their business, but really there's an overseeing, overarching thing going on, like Scandinavian countries where it's like, yeah, it all seems all free, except that you have to pay like 70% tax. I had a cough sitting there. I thought I'd get through it, but I didn't. All right, while we wait for the entries to come on in, let's play some Ramo Baramia. Yeah, or Ramo Baramia, or Ramo Baramia. I don't know. I say Ramo Baramia, and you haven't corrected me yet, but it could be Baramia. Hello, Pete. Guess who's back? It's you, Ramo. I hope you and your family are well. We are, thank you. This song I wrote about Mortal Kombat's character Scorpion. Yeah, who have played Mortal Kombat and they know Scorpion is the badass. He's my favourite character ever since this first came out. Get over here. Yeah, get over here. Was he the guy that pulled your spine out? Remember the fatalities in Mortal Kombat? Yeah, there's people nodding along going, yeah, that was the guy. If it was that guy, he was also my favourite. I was more of a Street Fighter 2 kind of. I know in the playground there were the MK guys and then there were the SF2 guys, and it's like, yeah, Scorpion could kick Rue's ass, man. You Street Fighter people are so wussy. That's what it was like. All right, let's play this song. It is Ramo Baramia and it's Vengeance, second mix vocal, no bass, on Your Music Live.
Vengeance will be mine!
Burning flames from the beneath.
That beat, what is that song like? Son of the devil, ding, 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 son of the devil. Is that the one? Yeah, anyway, really cool stuff there from Ramu Baramia. I don't know. He rocks. I'm sure he won't mind me mispronouncing his name. What I do with people that I don't know how to pronounce them, I just say it differently every time. And then, yeah, good. Just ask Aaron Breadlow. He knows about my pronunciation challenges. Very cool stuff. Shout at the Devil. Is that what it was? Shout at the Devil. Yeah, toasty. Some nice toasty tunes there. All right. Let's do our spin the wheel, shall we? You know what I need? You know what we need? We need a little Rama Baramia to spin the wheel with. So we'll cue this one up. In fact, we'll just grab another random Ramo Baramia track. I'm sure he won't mind. This one's called Falling Into Darkness, and we're going to do our giveaway here. We've got 18 entries here into this one. So is that one playing? Yeah, there you go. We've got some nice background music. Good luck, everyone. Let's see who will receive the final Play My Fire beat of 2022. Take us away, Ramo. Who's gonna win a play on the show? It might be Barry Francesco. There you go. That seems poetic, doesn't it? Because Frank was the bloke, again, I mentioned earlier, that emailed me because he was on Your Music Live 83, the first of the year, and we played him today on Your Music Live 100 and whatever this is, 32, the last show of 2022. And guess what, Frank? You get an extra show, you get an extra play. So you have received our last Play My Fire beat of the year, and all you need to do is put your artist name, Frank Turzo, for instance, the platform, YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever you want to be, and then the name of the song. Just put those in plain text right here in the chat, and we will spin up a little Frank Turzo. So there you go. We've got Frank Turzo, and yep, so all you need to do is put the platform and the name of the track, and we will spin that one next. And while we wait on Frank and his decision, we're going to play this next tune. This one comes to us from Falcon Blueser, who says, letter to my dad was written a day before that Christmas, getting out some feelings, and it led to someone sharing it with him, and we reconnected. How cool is that? Excellent. Love a good story behind a song. So very cool stuff. We're going to play this one. A letter to my dad, Falcon Blueser, here on Your Music Live.
Looks like we ain't speaking again this Christmas. It's going on 7 years now, I haven't heard your voice. It's been a long time since I cared about what made me mad. Turning to anger's just easier than feeling sad. And I wanna spend this Christmas with my dad. Maybe this year wasn't the time anyway. Since we're all keeping our distance, avoiding the plague. Sorry I wasn't there when you needed me most. We all shared that loss, but you were left all alone. I showed no compassion and the rage got the best of us both. Looks like we ain't speaking again this Christmas. It's going on 7 years now since I heard your voice. Been a long time that I even cared why I was mad. Turning to anger's just easier than feeling sad. And I wanna spend this Christmas with my dad. They hadn't spoken for most of your life. Oh, how I wish the words you said would ring true. We'll never let this happen to me and you. Now look at where we're standing, both feet in those shoes. And it looks like we ain't speaking again this Christmas. It's going on 7 years now, I haven't heard your voice. since I cared about why I was mad. Turning to anger's just easier than feeling sad. And I wanna spend this Christmas with my dad.
Folk and Blues are there with a wonderful song. Had to play it all the way through. As you know, we don't play full songs around here very often, but there was no point at which we could fade that one out. It was 2.5 minutes, so we played it through. Very cool stuff there, and nicely done. Appreciate you sharing that one. Obviously, very, very personal and very emotional tune. So yeah, it takes a lot of courage just to share that, just to put that out there. So well done, indeed. We have the final winner of our Play My Fire Beat, which is Mr. Frank Turzo, which is fitting, and he says, play the first song that you played all the way back when, and it is this one called Free. So this is the tune that we're going to be playing here for the Play My Fire Beat, the final one of 2022. If you want to submit your own songs, don't forget, you can use that QR code. You can use the link down in the description, studiolivetoday.com/YML. The link is not changing. We are making a few little sneaky changes for 2023, but just a few things just to, change things up a bit, keep things interesting around here. But the form stays the same. The way you submit stays the same. So go ahead and submit your songs for 2023 right now. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Frank Turzo and Free here on Your Music Live.
Suffer inside. There's barely any life about you. You're watching days go past and losing precious time. The enemy you fight is you. Stress has done you harm. Soon there'll come a time when you must face this crime. On faith alone you can't get by. Go free as a bird.
Such a cool chorus hook there, and the melody, just awesome stuff there. Frank Turzo from a year ago. There you go. You heard Frank Turzo, the 12-month journey that has been Frank and his songwriting here on the show today. G'day, Adam Goering. Thank you for dropping on by. Adam has been a wonderful supporter of this channel for a very long time. Super kind creator as well. Thank you for being here. Yeah, really good, wasn't it, Mark? Love it. Love it indeed. We've got ourselves around about 5 or 6 songs to play here today to finish off the show and to finish 2022. But again, we will be back in 23 with a big bang because we've got a whole bunch of really cool shows and cool tunes. We've got, of course, the Happy Hour continuing. We've got Your Music Live, Garage Band Weekly, and a few new things to reveal in the new year. Ooh, Mysteriosa, yeah. By the way, we do this show thank you to DistroKid, and we're about to jump over to DistroKid's free platform called Slaps.com. Look, see, Adam, look, it sounded like I was saying nice things about Adam so that he would make a donation, but that's just the kind of guy Adam is, and that's why when I see his name pop up, I know, because he's always super kind, always nice to the artists and the creators who have their songs played here, and yeah, he's a super kind and generous soul, so thank you, Adam. That is much appreciated. As we say around here, donations never ever required. Always appreciated. And again, hitting the like button. Also, there's 3 ways to support the channel. Hit the like button, hit the share button, let folks know about your music live. Let's jump over to slaps.com. This is the free platform which you can share your music on. You can sign up to slaps.com and you can listen to cool tunes from Park UK and from this artist, Warner Wallish, who says a little instrumental piece of guitar music with a bit of Spanish flavour made with GarageBand iOS, played by me with real acoustic guitars and using real hand claps. Yeah, you know. You need some hand claps? All you need to do is actually clap your hands. Oh, Frank, you guys are super kind. Frank Terzo, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. It really does. Look, I haven't done the joke for a while. Should we do the joke real quick before we play this song from Werner? I haven't done the joke in way too long. But did you know that without folks like Frank Terzo and Adam Goering, we couldn't keep the lights on around here? And especially when you're using a green screen, without lights, you end up looking like this. And unless you want me to be, although it does kind of look cool with the logo, I kind of look, ooh, freaky. But no, without fine folks like you folks, we wouldn't be able to keep the lights on around here, and we wouldn't be able to keep doing this show. So thank you kindly. Yes. Sharon is Karen. Sharon is indeed Karen. Yeah, there you go. I haven't done that one for a while, have I, Tom? My wife doesn't like it when I do that. That's probably why. Got to keep your wife happy wife, etc., etc. All right, let's play this one from Werner Wallish, who's been creating some great music. This one's called Guitarras des Esperanza here on Your Music Live. Cool is that? Yeah, I love that. The call and response in that track is amazing. That guitar work with the like da 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 da, like really well constructed, really well put together. And yes, the real hand claps. Someone asked me that question once. They're like, I really want to get some realistic, authentic hand claps in my song. Do you have any good recommendations for an app to get some authentic hand claps? And I said, no, but do you have a microphone? Because the most authentic hand claps are usually your own hands. I mean, if you want some clicks, not everyone can get a good solid click sound, but anyone can whack their two meaty palms together. Meaty palms. Oh God, I come out with some weird stuff, don't I? I haven't said ear holes today. Well, except then I just did. I know. How good was that one? Yeah, and someone mentioned nylon strings. It was always, when I first had my first guitar and it was nylon string, the goal was always to get a steel string, because it's like, oh no, steel strings are so cool. And now that I own nothing but steel string guitars, I'm like, man, my daughter's got like a little 3/4 nylon string. And I'm like, yeah, I love playing that thing. It's so much fun. Yeah, don't your sweaty palms. Thank you, Tremor Bear, by the way, for also keeping the lights on. Thank you. You folks are all too super duper kind. I do appreciate you. Had a lot of kindness in the show over the weekend. Our Christmas song. What would you suggest for realistic vocals? Yeah, realistic human vocals. Well, if you're Gregory O'Sullivan, you use AI, but if you're most people, you just find yourself a human. And by the way, join the communities around here because so many folks have joined up with other folks. Like the amount of collaborations this year has exploded. Like Tremor Bear, the guy we're just talking about, he's worked with he's worked with myself, he's worked with Ron and Jenny, Wolfstone Studio. A lot of you folks are kind of getting together and realizing, hey, I can bring some epic guitar and you can bring some epic vocals, and then we create something even better. So do that. Join the Facebook group, join the Discord server, join all the places, because you're going to be able to do that. Yeah, there you go. Synthesizer V Studio. Gregory, I heard someone talking about, check out these AI vocals. Aren't they amazing? It's just been released. And I'm like, Gregory O'Sullivan's been doing that for a year, man. This is old news. So yeah, just goes to show that you folks are the trendsetters. You were doing AI before AI was cool. All right. Crow on a Wire. I've definitely seen you here tonight and around the channel recently, and you have a track called Another Day in the Jungle. You said this is the second song in a series called The Day. This was recorded on an iPad using GarageBand. There are lots of tracks of percussion thanks to San Diego Zoo, where most of the video was shot. Heaps good. I've been to San Diego Zoo. No, I haven't. Have I? I've been to the aquarium. Maybe I didn't get to the zoo. I think it was the aquarium. I don't know, man. Let's give this one a spin. Crow on a Wire, Another Day in the Jungle. Your music, live.
Blocks out the sun, but not the heat. There's smoke from the fire and the smell of bush meat. The sound is relentless from the jungle drums beat. The day has begun, boy, get on your feet. Snakes in the mire and the gators circle round. Every step is in quicksand, can't find solid ground. There's monkeys in the trees and they're throwing stuff down. Another day in the jungle and the beat goes on.
There's monkeys in the trees and they're throwing stuff down. I love it. Love the imagery. Love everything going on there. Nuggets? Oh, yeah. I haven't been to a zoo in a very long time. I have mixed feelings about zoos. I know they do a lot of good work, but yeah, it's just something sad about seeing wild animals caged up. But then again, I'm a bleeding heart liberal hippie, so don't listen to me. Great track there, though. Crow on a Wire. Excellent stuff there. I love the name. And I think every time we play a song, I talk about crows. So I won't talk about my fear of crows and the run-ins I've had with crows. I'll just say great music, great name, cool stuff. And thank you for sharing. We got ourselves 4 songs to go here on the show. I'm going to miss is the end big? All right. You know what? Because we're running way over time anyway. Let's listen to the end then. Let's listen to the last 20 seconds. I like it, like the plane. Yeah, that's a lot of percussion going on there. I dig it. All right, we're going to play the fourth to last song. I don't think there's a word for the fourth to last song. We're going to play this one from Adam Korn, which I always make some sort of joke about the band Korn, but I'm not going to do that this time. Adam Korn has a song called A Graft, and he says, a protest song I wrote, produced entirely in GarageBand Mac OS. Thanks. No, thank you, Adam, for being part of this community in 2022. Let's give this one a spin. It is called A Graft. Your Music Live. Adam Korn.
3, 2, 1.
Some days get confused, some lose all they have, some have all they need, and some need only half. But greed and disease come equally staffed when half on the writing own all of the graft. A graft like no other, another kind of blunder, friendly fire all that can cover. Tyrannical take over, you posers. Some pray to the news, refuse to move past. Their torchlight ignites to spark the red mass. The means, so it seems, like seeds growing fast, needs lives to exist, relies on the craft, a craft like no other, another kind of blunder, friendly fire all that can cover, tyrannical take over, posers.
I love it. Look, I love a dark and deep and disturbing protest song, but there's nothing quite like a bit of a reggae groove and beat. Yeah, Specials, very Specials-like, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, reggae rock ska is a little bit Latin, apparently. Yeah, there's a lot of influences in that one, but it's a great tune. Adam Korn makes some amazing music, and that's one of the best. Go subscribe to Adam. I don't normally do the whole subscribe, sum him up, boom, all that sort of stuff, but for Adam Korn, like 22 subscribers, and Adam Korn is out there making amazing music. So do go and check out Adam's song. Leave a comment. Let him know that you heard the song here. And again, you know that Adam's cool because check this out. Provided to YouTube by DistroKid. So brand new, fresh DistroKid. So I'm going to just say here, awesome, Adam. Just spun this one on YML. Folks loved it because you did. Because you're awesome. So that's the cool thing about something like this show is that it creates these community interactions that are super cool. So yeah, do we have any word for the one? We've got adultimum, fourth to last, or maybe pre-anti-penultimate? No, I don't know. Maybe we just need to keep it to the last three. So let's go. This is the third to last, by the way. This is Howling Fret Fumbler, who has got the anti-penultimate spot here. The having the privilege of being in the anti-penultimate spot, and another Songwriter Anonymous member. They say this started out as an experiment with a bunch of diesel train sounds chopped up and turned into a drum kit and expanded into a bunch of fun with a bunch of friends. Happy New Year, Pete and all. Had to give this one a spin on this particular show because it is our celebration. It's our New Year celebration. So we had to give this one a spin. It is Howling Fret Fumbler. A few familiar folks. Dirty Diesel. Your Music Live.
I'll be your dirty diesel, baby, chugging along to break a day. Yeah, I'll be your dirty diesel, baby, chugging along to break a day. Oh, you know I'm irresistible, you just can't keep away. I was born in the 60s, baby, I ain't smooth or sleek or fast. Hey, I was born in the 60s, baby, I ain't smooth or sleek or fast. Yeah, but take me for a ride, you know I was built to last. Mr. Disease and
Too much fun. Yeah, go check out the shenanigans that the Songwriters Anonymous folks get up to. You can't ever say that they don't have fun with what they're doing. And it's kind of the message that I wanted to put out there with this show is that, yeah, look, we play some songs that are, going to hit you warm, hit you in the cockles, hit you in the feels, that are going to be warm and fuzzy. We're going to play some face-melting metal and rock. We're going to play a whole bunch of stuff all the way in between. But at the end of the day, music, for me, is about the joy of creating and having fun there. How do you hear an accordion, Omni Collective? That was what are they called? Mellotron? The little one with the blowing bit and the keyboard that looked like Papa Tom was playing in that one. Super fun. Super, super fun. Alrighty. We have 2 more songs left in 2022. Can you believe it? Believe it or not, it's true. And this one comes to us from Heart House Records as our penultimate tune. They shared a song last week. It was great. And they've shared another one with us here this week. And I thought it would be a good tune to have for our penultimate song here. They said, inspired by the idea of a road trip and young destructive love, I wanted to hear the urgency of the wheels down the open road and the dust cloud left behind. Part chaos and rebellion, part serenity and possibility. By the end of this coming of age song, I can see the car driving away into the distance, full of optimism and potential. Well, that's what I think about this show. This show is full of optimism and potential too, as this community. So let's take a listen to this one. Heart House Records, Beautiful Thunderous, our penultimate song on Your Music Live.
I'm not sure I can get your attention right now. Right now. You take me all the places I wanna go. You make me grin when I see your hair grow now. And I like that. I love this thunderous. I love this thunderous. It's wonderful, a wonderlust. It's beautiful and thunderous. I love this wonderful, wonderlust, beautiful, thunderous. Pack your bags, you say you need me. Take me there in the height of summer, let me burn. I'll burn for you. Get into my old black car now. We'll scream and shout and love our way down to the bright light. I feel free now. I love this thunderous. I love this thunderous. It's wonderful, a wonderlust. It's beautiful and thunderous. I love this wonderful, wonderlust, beautiful, thunderous.
Really like it. A really catchy, poppy, up vibey kind of tune there from Heart House Records. See, we've had folks that, like Frank, who found us a year ago and have been hanging out with us for the last year. Had folks like Heart House Records who we've only really heard from in the last couple of weeks, and everyone in between. We got folks that have been around here for years. We got Bear and Mark and Thomas and Jade and Russ and Brad and all of the people who have been with us for many, many years. We've got folks that found us this year in 2022, and guess what? There's going to be plenty more folks that are going to find the show here in 2023 in the next year. So please do stick around, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I never ask for subscriptions because I assume if you're hanging around this much, you're probably subscribed. But one thing I will say is join the mailing list, because if you're ever like, oh man, I missed a show, I didn't know when that was going to be on, studiolivetoday.com/email gets you on the mailing list. And every week I send out that week's live shows. I give you a link to the playlist. I give you the video highlights from the last week. I'll let you know what's going on around here. So if you were a part of the mailing list, you would have known. If you were lining up yesterday for YML and you're like, oh, live in 24 hours, crap, then you would have known that if you're on the mailing list. So I highly recommend joining the mailing list, and you'll get in the know. Big thank you to everyone who's donated, both tonight and today, and every show this year, and on all the happy hour shows and all the other places who've donated via PayPal, because you can also do that, and plenty of folks have done that over the last year. Huge thank you to my patrons. I know the last few months since I got the dreaded lurgy, I've been a little bit just struggling with energy just to get the regular shows done. So we will have a heap more Patreon stuff in 2023, because we have dropped the ball a little bit on that one. But I do appreciate you folks hanging on and giving me some patience and and reaching out to me, words of encouragement, all of that jazz. Massive thank you to DistroKid. We could not do the show without them. So please, if you are an independent artist and you're looking for a distributor, just use DistroKid. It is just that simple, because they just make it super easy to get your music out there to the world. Save yourself 7% off with that link or that QR code. Whew, that was a lot. Yeah. Been a big show, been a big year. I'm kind of tired, but in a good way. I'm fulfilled. I'm tired and exhausted, but I'm fulfilled, because it's been a good year. It's been an interesting year. It's been a challenging year. A lot of great music has been created. And when I sat down and thought back on the year, it kind of started with some songs and an album that was put together by an artist that I know and love. I know you know and love. He just happens to be our, I'll call him the head moderator around here, because he's on every show. I'm sure Jade and the other moderators would agree and would be just like, yeah, hell yeah, because he's here on every show. He does tireless work for zero money, but he gets lots of kudos from me and from the community around here. And I'm, of course, speaking of Thomas Christ. So can we get some horns? Can we get some claps? Can we get some cheers? Can we get some "You Rock, Thomas" for Mr. Thomas Christ? Because for the last couple of years, he's just kept the momentum going, and it was an absolute privilege that earlier this year, when we crossed over from 99,999 subscribers to 100,000, Thomas was doing a live show, and he wouldn't end the stream until we hit 100,000. We were just like waiting there, and I was like, oh, I'm starting to feel a bit self-conscious here, but Thomas just hung out there on the stream. We hit 100,000, and I got to say that I'll give 10,000 of those credit to Thomas, because without the work he does as a moderator and as someone who keeps the prawn bots away, but also provides the information that helps you folks around the channel, it just wouldn't be as fun around here. So huge thank you to Thomas, and I thought we would finish with this one, because if there was a theme song that wasn't the awesome Kronk song theme song we have, the Your Music Live theme song, if there was a theme song that really talked about what we do and why we do it, it would be this one from Thomas Christ from his latest album, Future Music for a Futureless World. It is one of my favourite Thomas Christ tunes. It is an absolute bop, an absolute jam, and it's going to take us out for 2022. It is the art that makes the world go round. Thanks everyone for being here this year on Your Music Live, and I'll see you in 2023. Take care, folks. From the creator. But it was January.
This is the worldwide the world go round. So step to the side when you hear the sound of makers, creators, performers, illustrators, writers, uniters, go heavyweight fighters. The gods of today, and there's no time like the present to jump to the fore and represent. Connected to this worldwide imminent onset of creative ascent. Ride this wave and connect your brain to the imagination train where you go insane. Build new thoughts, new ideas, connection. It all builds to a point of reflection, direction, until it forms an intention. And never worry about perfection. Never be afraid, don't ever be ashamed. And at the end of the day, I'll reward